Question number 40. The root of a quadratic equation are -1/2 and 2/3. Find the equation. Solution. Let us find the sum of the root. The sum of the root is -12 plus 2/3. The LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. So 6 divided by 2 will give us 3 times -1, that will give us -3, plus 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And this will give us -3 plus 4 is 1 all over 6. Also, find the product of the root. The product of the root is -1/2 times 2/3. These 2 will cancel these 2 to give us -1 all over 3. So therefore, the quadratic equation is given as x squared minus sum of root x, sum of root times x plus product of root equal to 0. That is x squared minus sum of root is 1/6 times x, then plus product of root is -1/3, that's -1/3 equals to 0. We can write this with integral coefficient by multiplying the equation through by the LCM of 6 and 3. And the LCM of 6 and 3 is 6. So if we multiply this through by 6, this will give us 6x squared minus x, because this 6 will cancel, minus 3 will cancel 6 to give us -2 equal to 6 times 0 is 0. So that will give us 6x squared minus x minus 2 equal to 0. That is the required quadratic equation. Let us solve the problem using another method. If x is equal to -1/2 and x is equal to 2/3 are the root of a quadratic equation, then x plus half, that's when you bring -half to the left hand side, that will become x plus half equal to 0. And when you bring this one to the left, that will become x minus 2/3 equal to 0. So x plus half times x minus 2/3 will be equal to 0. Then expanding this, x times x will give us x squared. X times -2/3 is -2/3x. Plus half times x is plus half x. Plus half times -2/3 is -1/3 equal to 0. If we multiply this through by the LCM 6, this will give us 6x squared minus, if you multiply this by 6, 3 will cancel 6, 2, and 2 times 2 here will be 4. That will give us -4x, plus, if you multiply this by 6, 2 will cancel 6 to give us 3. So this will be equal to plus 3x. If you multiply this one by 6, 3 will cancel 6 to give us 2. So this will be -2. If you multiply 0 by 6, that will be 0. So therefore, this will become 6x squared minus 4x plus 3x is minus x, then -2 equal to 0. Question number 41. Make x the subject of the relation d equal to the square root of 6/x minus y/2. Solution. Let us square both sides of this equation to remove the square root sign. That is, d squared is equal to 6/x minus y/2. That is, 6/x is equal to d squared plus y/2. That's when you take minus y/2 to the left hand side. We will have 6/x equal to d squared plus y/2. The LCM here is 2, so that 2 divided by 1 is 2 times d squared, that will give us 2d squared, plus 2 divided by 2 is 1 times y, that will give us y. So 6/x is equal to 2d squared plus y/2. By cross multiplication, if you cross multiply, you have x times this, that's x times 2d squared plus y is equal to 2 times 6, which is equal to 12. So therefore, if we divide both sides of this equation by 2d squared plus y, this will give us x equal to 12 all over 2d squared plus y. Question number 42. Consider the statement P it is hot. Q, it is raining. Which of the symbols correctly represent the statement? It is raining if and only if it is cool. Solution. The statement it is raining, that is Q, if and only if. This symbol represents if and only if. It is cool. Since P denotes it is hot, then the symbol here means it is not hot. And we know if it is not hot, it is cool. So that statement, it is raining if and only if it is cool, is symbolize Q if and only if it is cool. Question number 43. Given T equals to 2 to the power minus x, find 2 to the power x plus 1 in terms of T. Solution. T equals to 2 to the power minus x implies that T is equal to 1 all over 2 to the power x, which implies that 2 to the power x is equal to 1 all over T by cross multiplication. So therefore, 2 to the power x plus 1 can be expressed as 2 to the power x times 2. But 2 to the power x is 1 all over T. So this is equal to 1 all over T times 2, which is equal to 2 all over T. Question number 44. Find the value of m in the diagram. Solution. X plus 68 is equal to 2x using the exterior angle theorem of a triangle. The angle here is the exterior angle of this triangle. And the exterior angle theorem says that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. So therefore, x plus 68 is equal to 2x. That is, x is equal to 68. That's when you cross this x to join the 2x, that will become 2x minus x, which is x is equal to 68. And if x is equal to 68, that means m is equal to 180 minus 2x. That is, the sum of the angle on a straight line is 180. So m will be equal to 180 minus 2x. And this is equal to 180 minus 2 times 68, which is equal to 180 minus 136. And 180 minus 136 is 44 degrees. Question number 45. 2 bottles are drawn with replacement from a crate containing 8 Coke, 12 Fanta, and 4 Sprite bottles. What is the probability that the first is Coke and the second is not Coke? Solution. The total number of bottles in the crate is 8 plus 12 plus 4, which is equal to 24. Probability Coke in the first draw, that is C1 here represents Coke in the first draw and not Coke in the second draw, is equal to probability Coke in the first draw and Fanta in the second draw plus probability Coke in the first draw and Sprite in the second draw. That is, probability Coke in the first draw, Fanta in the second draw is equal to probability Coke in the first draw times probability Fanta in the second draw. Probability Coke in the first draw is the number of Coke, which is 8 divided by 24, times probability of Fanta in the second draw is the number of Fanta, which is 12 divided by 24. So 8 will cancel itself 1, it will cancel 24, 3. 12 will cancel itself 1, it will cancel 24, 2. So that will give us 1 all over 6. Also, probability Coke in the first draw, Sprite in the second draw is equal to 8 over 24 times 4 over 24. Again, 8 will cancel itself 1, it will cancel 24, 3. 4 will cancel itself 1, it will cancel 24, 6. So that will give us 1 all over 18. Therefore, probability Coke in the first, Fanta in the second plus probability Coke in the first, Sprite in the second is equal to 1 all over 6 plus 1 all over 18. And this will give us 4 all over 18. Reducing this to the lowest term, we have 2 all over 9. Question number 46. If simple interest on a certain amount of money saved in a bank for 5 years at 2.5% per annum is 500 naira, calculate the total amount after 6 years at the same rate. Solution. Simple interest I is equal to principal times time times rate all over 100. That is, the interest is given to be 500 equals to principal, which is not given, times 5. 5 is the time, which is number of years, times the rate. Rate is 2.5%, which is 5 over 2. That's 5 all over 2, divided by 100. This will give us 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 will cancel 100 to give us 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So this will give us P all over 8. By cross multiplication, P will be equals to 500 times 8, which is equal to 4,000 naira. That's the amount saved in the bank. Now we are to use this amount to calculate the total amount after 6 years. Interest after 6 years will therefore be I equals to the principal times time, which is now 6 years, times the rate, which is 5 all over 2 all over 100. And this will give us 100 will cancel 4,000 to give us 40. 2 will cancel 40 to give us 20. And 20 times 6 times 5, that will give us 600. So therefore the interest on the principal after 6 years is 600 naira. Therefore the amount is equal to principal plus the interest, which is equal to 4,000 plus 600, and that will give us 4,600 naira. Question number 47. Calculate the variance of the numbers 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, and 9. Solution. Here the number of values is n equals to 10. The sum of values, that will represent the values by x. So the sum of all the values will be 2 plus 3 times 2, because 3 occurs 2 times there, plus 4, plus 5 times 3, 5 occurs 3 times, plus 7 times 2, 7 occurs 2 times, plus 9. And this sum will give us 50. Also, let us find sum of x squared, that's squaring each of the values, and then add. The square of the first value is 2 squared, which is 4, plus 3 squared, which is 9 times 2, plus 4 squared, which is 16, plus 5 squared, which is 25 times 3, plus 7 squared, which is 49 times 2, then plus 9 squared, which is equal to 81. When you add all this, that will give us 292. The variance of x, that's the variance of these values, is therefore given by sum of x squared all over n minus sum of x over n all squared. And this is equal to 292 all over 10 minus 50 over 10 all squared. 292 divided by 10 is 29.2 minus 50 divided by 10 is 5, and 5 squared is equal to 25. 29.2 minus 25 will give us 4.2. So therefore the variance of the numbers is 4.2. Question number 48. A circular pond of radius 4 meters has a path of width 2.5 meters round it. Find, correct to 2 decimal places, the area of the path. Take pi equals to 22 over 7. Solution. Here is a circular pond of radius 4 meters, and the path around it is the portion shaded green, and we are told here that the width of this path is 2.5 meters. we have to find the area of this part. The area of the part can be obtained by finding area of the pawn, that's area of the smaller circle, and also finding the area of the bigger circle, then subtracting the two will give us area of the path. That is, area of the path is equal to pi capital R squared minus pi small r squared, which is equal to pi into capital R squared minus small r squared. Here, capital R is the radius of the bigger circle, while small r is the radius of the smaller circle. That is, area of the path is equal to, we are asked to take pi to be 22/7. That is 22/7 into, please note, capital R squared minus small r squared can be factored as capital R plus small r times capital R minus small r. That is 6.5 plus 4 times 6.5 minus 4. This will give us 22/7 times 6.5 plus 4 is 10.5 times 6.5 minus 4 is 2.5, and this will give us 82.50 square meters, correct to 2 decimal places. Question number 49. The graph of y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c is shown in the diagram, shown in this diagram. Find the minimum value of y. Solution. The minimum value of y occurs at this point, and this is equal to y equals to minus 2.1. Please note, on the y-axis, each small square, there are 10 small squares here. So each small square represents 0.1. So if this point is minus 2, then at this point we'll have minus 2.1, which corresponds to the minimum value of y. Question number 50. In this diagram, RP is a diameter of a circle RSP. RP is produced to T, and TS is a tangent to the circle at S. If angle PRS is equal to 24 degrees, calculate the value of angle STR. That is, we have to calculate the value of this angle. Solution. Let angle PST be x. Then x is equal to 24 degrees by the alternate segment theorem. The alternate segment theorem states that the angle between a tangent and a chord drawn through the point of contact, that's this angle, is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. Angle RSP, that's this angle, is 90 degrees. Angle in a semicircle, since it is given that RP is the diameter of the circle. So this angle is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, angle Y will be equal to 90 minus 24. If this angle is 90 and this angle is 24, then in triangle SRP, this angle Y will be equal to 90 minus 24, which is equal to 66 degrees. But angle Y is the exterior angle of this triangle. So by the exterior angle theorem, the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. That is, Z plus X is equal to Y. That is, Z equals to Y minus X, which is equal to 66 minus 24. And that is equal to 42 degrees.